Hello, fine people of the stream. Time to finish this up, or continue it, or whatever we want to say about it. When we left off, we were kind of just cleaning up the rest of the areas, getting the different chemicals we needed. Rest of this. I think we were gonna go back to the what was it called? Stage 4 or whatever. Finish getting the chemicals. I forgot the code. I want to say it was 716.4. Let me go double check. Oh, 712.4. Huh. 712.4. Do. Sure we don't miss anything important. Delete. One sec. Okay. Never mind. I'm not going to look too much into it. Want to make sure we don't miss anything cool, any Easter egg or something for fun. I've been enjoying it. Let's go ahead and just grab what we got. I was just trying to remember where that safe was. Let's just clean up what we got and then I'll figure shit out from there. Yeah, I noticed this when I was looking for any kind of big missables was, I was thinking of it as well, that those statues in the hotel, I've always wondered what those were for, because, you know, we joked at the beginning, you know, something needs to be said on them, and then we're like, oh, they already have something on them, because they're just sitting there, but I do think it is masked. But I don't want to go back to grab them right now. Do it later.
What do you do when you get upset? Do you let it
To mention they're really large.
Let me tell you about the time my friend Winner got me all upset. We're all friendly here. Friendly, friendly, friendly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sleeping can be the best part of your day. I always start by getting ready for bed. First, I get my PJs on so I can be warm and comfy all night. Next, I go to the bathroom and grab my toothbrush. You can put any of your favorite condiments on your toothbrush. I choose mayonnaise. Then I start brushing my teeth. Get every single part of your mouth covered and scrub them.
I'm a craft monster! You give me a task, and I'll give you a craft! I like to start with pipe cleaners to give myself something to make shapes out of. I'll make triangles and squares and circles and patch them all together. Then the fun part starts.
Everything for this key? It is. Oh, the playground key. Huh. Is that all that's in here? So I still know how to do the set storage thing. I don't know if that's what the safe was for, if it's for something else. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've seen an actual safe. That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, I'm 90% sure I've seen an actual safe. I wanted to say it was in the basement, but it's just kind of been a bit. I didn't really get my answer. These are not numbers. Oh, this is the safe. Okay, this is what I was looking for. What was it? 7, 12, 4? Whoa. What's up, man? A bitch. Which is having a freak. Weird. Yeah, my stream's appearing, but I wouldn't be surprised. this the wrong way. How did they do it in the video? Don't have my VOD up. Ah. Here's the thing I need. I was wondering when we get this, or if I had to just like feel it out. I don't know where this is. Kind of just clean up. I guess we could go do the things I still have left. Some of these are very secret-y. The conference room apparently had some kind of answer hidden behind a curtain in it. Has something to do with this set room. That's cute. I didn't know this kind of even had that kind of shit. It looked a little harder. That's okay. Too much. The maintenance office. That's the answer to this. Ah. These are the office. How's that finale going, man? What even is the bit? Your office elevator court. Huh. Well, I wanted to see that, but this already has the info, so let's go ahead and just save some time and take a peek. Maybe we'll see it again later. This. Okay. Normally I wouldn't. Oh, look, this nice. I did not actually expect it to be something a little crazy. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything before we finish the game. Finding out it's a little bit more of a secret-y thing. Okay, so yeah, there is mask stuff to do. Okay. Well, I know where to take those. Hopefully I can figure them out. Maybe we'll go to that conference room and go grab the things so we can at least try to solve that puzzle. This code now too. And did you say you were gonna get Pokemon, man? I don't know if you changed your mind. I thought you said no. I don't know who's getting what. That's the only new character. I doubt it's just a repeat of last time. These are. I also don't know where the DLC starts. I don't know what the DLC is. It feels like it just has an ounce of RE1 save in it that you can kind of hear in the back like the doo 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 doo. It's probably a coincidence, but. Let's go unlock this, because I'm curious. Eggs in that bucket. I have to put the location. That dude's here. Do this now. She's right underneath us. He's underneath us. He's up in the back right. There's two more on this one, actually. Carol? No, Roy's right here. Kind of in the middle. What else? There's a fourth one. The bird on the outside. Roy and the bird. I'm gonna guess. Let's take a peek. Just jump. The inside has the friend. weed. Let's go ahead and drop this off now. Just drop all the chemicals off real quick and then store it. And then go finish up the rest of the ship. Oh, the elevator I need to go down is right here. Guess we'll do this before we get the masks. We drop these chemicals off. Hopefully this doesn't like push the game to some weird point. I assume hitting that elevator is going to be an important point. So far this game I don't think has anything missable from the looks of it. Just these kinds of games I just kind of assume there would be, so I was kind of a little bit more heavy about looking up some stuff. We'll just leave that. We can solve it when we're back. Mister. Yeah, if we finish this quick enough, I'll check the mail and see if we have Ludo. Apparently some goofy room for the rats. A bunch of little Easter eggs.
When you go to the park, bring some food for all the wild animals.
Apparently it's in here. Somewhere.
I learned my numbers when I was a kid.
I don't know if it's like literally here or what.
That's how numbers work. Oh. Don't forget to
Kind of
hang your
like
hands back up.
hidden blocks or something in here.
AR for
This guy's like caved in.
we've got a P for fox.
Oh wow, that's very secret.
Okay, moving on. We have a GE for Germany. Okay, and we have a Z. ZR? Yeah, ZR for Zircon. The mail comes every day. I look out the window waiting for the moment it appears. And then when it does, I rush
There's one
outside
around
to
here,
see
another
what I got.
brick.
Sometimes it's little pieces of
They're saying it's 2 bricks, but I'm not sure what the other one is.
No matter what, I always open it immediately. My favorite new pair of socks, I got it in the mail. A letter from a dear old friend, I got it in the mail. An assortment of the best bugs the world has to offer. Well, that one just appears in my house. Mashed skunk cabbage in the mail. My neighbors stuffed into a box and shipped to my house in the mail. The stuffed pile of greasy hamburgers that I kept in my basement.
Here?
Come on, say it with me. It came from
There's a rat, yeah. So what is this? The Phalisman. Jesus Christ. Stairs. Wouldn't this be the thing that tells you how to get to this? Welcome to heaven. Yeah, cheat unlock. They even got lighting in here, dude. I'll leave you guys to it.
You can draw, you can do all sorts of things. Grab your pencil and let's go on an adventure.
Oh, there's like some meta shit with one of these places. Apparently that set puzzle, the farther in you get, we're getting like dates of like development and shit you need to know. Like, I don't feel too bad not knowing that. We'll follow the hidden secret thing, but this is more in game.
Sleeping can be the best part of your day. I always start by getting ready for bed. First, I get my PJs on so I can be warm and comfy all.
Alright. Grab some munitions. What was this fuse? How do I not see it? I mean, I know we just picked it up, but... Oh, maybe that's how they made sure you could never get into this.
Do you hey! Hey! Whoa! Whoa!
Christ. I bet you have to like take one of these out. Yeah. Okay, that explains it. I was never able to do this in the first place. Cute way to make sure you don't... Well, I mean, you wouldn't know. Get rid of the club. I'm gonna go put this away. Really don't need it. Now what is this? I've been trying to find this whole fucking game. Oh, there was that advertisement for the pirate area. I was like, please let there be a pirate area. I kind of forgot about it. I think it's just gonna be some loot, but the fucking effort, who knows?
Oh, yeah. This is more like it.
Okay.
I could use a vacation.
Maybe a pirate area. Where are we? Oh, are we like on stage 4 but like kind of hidden away there? Yeah, the lawn. Long ladder. That guy's arms are just, not the hair, but like how flat. What kind of arms look? He's hurting. Oh, what the fuck? Like outside now? Okay. Like a quick way here. Oh. Huh. Just gonna come out in that one door I always wanted to get into that was nailed shut. Jump down. I've already been here. Right? I've been in this room. It's a bitch to get back. Oh, is there a ladder? Let's see what. Have I been here? Like in this particular room? I feel like surely. Leonard apartment. Says I've cleared it. I'm gonna go back. It'd be such a weird thing to come all the way here and then like don't need to do anything. I don't know. I don't know if cheat codes count as completion though. It just would be a long road to get back there. I mean, what I could do actually. Here, we'll test it and I'll just reload. All I have to do is the fuse puzzle again. I don't even think I have to do that. I want to save. Yeah, no, I've been here. Weird. I mean, I guess it's interesting you can like connect that far, but just nothing there. I mean, I need to get on the stage. There's probably stuff there, of course. Like I missed something. I saved beforehand.
The mail comes every day. I look here all.
I know we just did it, but start with back. Crazy. Cloths. Oh, but I have club, not spade. Spade. Star. Diamond heart. For some reason I thought the heart was earlier up there, but I don't know why. Alright. Put this away in case we get some fat loot.
Sure is lonely these days. Oh, maybe I can talk to my echo. Hello.
What's but they kind of have different dialogue, I guess, if they're wrapped up. Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, yeah. This is more like it. I could use a vacation.
Falling in. Oh, treasure chest. I'm sure that's not sassy at all. Oh, I need a medallion. It's in there. Cutlass. I got melee upgrade or something. Yeah, pirate sword. I kind of like pirate outfits now. I'm gonna shoot this taxi guy in the back, it'd be easier. He must be tankier because he's a fucking the pirate captain here, man. I mean, his first mate's probably pretty tough too. You got range on her though. I won't tape them until I know I'm actually going in another room. That's quite a bit of ammo per person to do again. But I mean, if this is just one big room, then there's no point. Oh, yeah, okay. We're looking for Chaos Emeralds. Chaos! Control! This neat little extra area though. Little bonus. Now where is the last of the chaos? Possible there was one in the door. Oh yeah, I mentioned this to Godo, I didn't mention it on stream though. I played just a little bit more because I was checking out like anything I might have missed in Karamara or whatever after the stream. Not when I looked up anything until well after. But yeah, there was a way to get to that second grave, so I jumped back in and found it. It's pretty spooky. The lady went kind of crazy when you showed her the other grave. It was almost more like kind of a glitchy thing. It was cool. Map for this place? Yeah, it was a really good one. We've been playing a lot of good stuff last 2 days. A lot of the small stuff has been king. I mean, I always figured that would be the case. Yeah, it wasn't here to kind of show you, but it was the darkest one.
Always knew I'd make a good pirate.
Jesus. Okay. Gotta have a big final gun, I guess. Like a minigun.
This'll bring him to a full stop.
999. Okay, so it is like a one-time use Giganto gun. This is your Magnum situation here. That's really cool. I'm gonna have to put it away till the finale though, because I have some more to do. Not much, but gotta carry some masks. Find those secrets. Oh, cool. Wonder if that was everything. We can't see whether it's complete or not, so we'll just pretend that was it. Unless there wasn't
Now I
that.
got sand in my boots.
Something appeared. I already got them. Those are just for puzzle completion.
If you can draw, you can do all sorts of things. Grab your pencil and let's go on an adventure.
Box is just unorganized. It is. Hey, you can do that. I need a 10 pen. Keep backing out. Playing too much Outbreak, brother. Is I'm trying to do like Japanese movements. Putting that away just so we can grab the masks. Oh god, keep doing it. I don't know why all of a sudden I am. I guess I'm just like mentally an Outbreak right now. Haunting ground is the same as like the Japanese confirm. I was using the same controller, so. I got plenty of those.
Some of that cereal in your bowl right now. How? Oh, just get me out of here. That's right. Grab your dad's toolbox, take the hammer, and correct that TV screen right open. Go ahead. You have no idea.
Just in case, let's not do this puzzle yet. It'll be just a little extra walking, but the map layout's pretty solid with shortcuts and shit, so not too worried about it. Yeah, sadly, Dead Signal's physical release got delayed like a week or two, so we won't do that till November. Infinite buffer hell. Anybody else getting the buffer? I haven't watched anything live today, so. I've had a few dropped frames. Should be infinite. 1200 drop frames. Maybe something's up with the server. I could restart the stream if you want to try that. Is it just me, or are you on any other streams? I mean, this game shouldn't be too taxing. And I don't think usually I drop frames with CPU issues. Anybody else watching having any issues? If you don't mind weighing in. You had an issue as well? Okay. Have you guys, is anybody else on any other streams right now? I wonder if my VODs are completely fine. Yeah. The VODs are having issues. It might be on my end, possibly somehow. A lot of streams up. I need to upload some fucking VODs. Jesus, I'm about to lose. Goat Simulator. Dude, it's horrible. Do that here. Horrible. Watch. I'll let it roll. The VODs look fine.
Lunch is my favorite meal of the day. I always eat the food that most represents how I'm feeling at lunch. What sorts of things do I eat? Well, I'm glad you asked. When I'm feeling happy, I eat watermelon. When I'm sad, I eat leftovers.
Then we would swap our legs. One by one.
Yeah, the VOD seems fine. Is anybody else having issues on other streams that are small? And the big guys are always gonna usually get past most of that.
Here, let me show you how I learned. Hold your hands up in the air.
Just wonder if I should break up the VOD and restart the stream, or if it's not worth it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
They spawn really quickly. having big issues, then they might not hear me. That's like a unique extra weirdo. Stabled out. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I had a decent chunk of like dropped frames there. Like 20 seconds worth, but that was a while ago, I guess. And that could have been a problem with upload too, so. Oh, I forgot to check the conference room for this. Yeah, this is just all like Giga secret shit anyways. Let me see online if there's like a puzzle we can fuck with at least. Answer key to puzzle. Oh, they just show you exactly what you're. God, it's very hard to see. Yep. Okay. What? Yeah, let's see here. 122. There's A to Z with 0 to 9. Unique soundtrack is Morse code playing in the room that message reads as LMAO even dot LOL. 6 random number sequences that show up. Dates correlating to my friendly neighbor. That's development. Trailers. Oh, this is ARG shit. So in those videos, there's like a yellow block in them. I guess that has stuff. There's a you should use free cam in a certain area. Rubber ducks. Yeah, I've seen some rubber ducks. They're even wanting you to like free roam a bit. Long arms or free cam to access otherwise inaccessible doors. Easter eggs or scrapped rooms. Woods. Lord. What is this? Yeah, this might just be like ARG shit, so it'd be good to move on. Let me double check though. More issues. Alright. Well, let's move on in game here. I'm gonna go save. That's cool. There's like little secreties or something, I don't know. I wonder if when we go into that, it's just, that's it. I don't know. Probably not, but... Finish unlocking this deal here. And I don't know. I mean, if it takes us straight up there, that could be the end of it. I mean, there's not another level, but... This is kind of like the go back to every place and clean up everything moment, which... I mean, in other games, usually it's the penultimate moment. It's not supposed to be super long. Alright. I actually took a picture of this. No. Okay, turn on the water using the tap. Press the following buttons. Red 1 to 2 seconds. Gotta hold them for a certain amount of time. just in case, let's grab the gun, a full stash of shit before we go, and then make another save. Heal. More? Man. That sucks, man. I want people who want to watch this month actually be able to. God, shit. I feel like I should just restart the stream, but I mean, I'm like at the end. Most likely. I'll just run it through. I mean, I'll probably be done after this today anyways. Start Ludo tomorrow after, assuming I even have it after,
Finally, let's get this done.
Yeah, but I mean, that's enough to make the viewing experience shit. Yeah, you're right. There's some loot in here I'm missing. This is the only room that's still red. I thought it was going to be for opening that door. It's really not for buying all of that. The experience. Unless this is some kind of like ARG thing. There's like a token on the ground. Let me look this up. I'm curious if there's any like secret. I guess we just come back later. I don't know. Maybe we're not done. I don't know fucking idea. This feels like it would be the end, but. not too much. There's an achievement for using 5 of these at once. You can just keep stacking the speed bars. Makes me wonder what this...
That music's gonna drive me crazy.
what the speed run's like. Maybe there is an area still left. Imagination Penthouse. Yeah, I bet you do. Juice up with every one of your coins, maybe. Just keep buying. I mean, it does take time to walk in there and grab them, so maybe not, but I'll have to watch it run after. I think they last for a while. Well, if we're not done yet, then I'll put this gun away. Out of pop. Hands feel light. That quick reload. Oh, that was it. One time. Oops. Unless that's like permanent. Doubt it. That's cool areas though. Looking like cardboard zone. You get a replacement key. Yeah, I guess the pop lets me reload quicker. Huh. I'll take it. Something could be placed there.
I was never good at cooking.
Look at that. Oh, that's how we make the key. Sauce in the what's that? What? Huh. Hot sauce, huh? Need all 3 to make the key, I see. Milk. Microwave the milk. That makes Cheese, of course. Looks like pills. And we chop the cheese to make bananas. Alright. This one? Alright. Now we put the these on the stove. Don't watch for 20 seconds. And put everything in the fridge for 5 seconds. You?
My grandma and mama and me.
I'll be able to do that without even getting near it. But there's it. We're in these rooms. Computer. Secure login. Jump game. Oh. These games are sick. Car game. Yeah. Games are difficult though.
Sounded like that came from the other room.
race car bed, man. Only fucking hard asses had the race car beds. I don't think I had one. I wasn't hard enough. Maybe. It's some kind of themed bed when I was super young. I don't actually remember. One piece.
Real looker here. Mommy must be proud.
Make fun, bro. The penthouse. It's like all fucked up. Yeah, the penthouse is crazy. What else is in here? Oh. Keep walking up this way. Some of that good shit. What was that shit called in whatchamacallit? Nice. Reload speed. Not back. Alright. Skooma? Thinking of skooma. Drugs. He's just having a bit of fun. Oh, I was opening and shutting these entire chunks. I see. If there's a way to help this guy out too.
The mail comes every day. I look out the window, waiting for the moment it appears. And then when it does, I rush outside to see what I got. Sometimes it's a little piece of paper. Sometimes it's big boxes. No matter what, I always open it immediately. My favorite new pair of socks? I got it in the mail. A letter from a dear old friend. I got it in the mail. An assortment of the best bugs the world has to offer? That's me! Jumbo!
What loot are we missing? Oh,
In the mail. My neighbor
shotgun.
stuffed into the box and shipped to my house. In the mail. This stockpile of greasy hamburgers that I cooked.
Sound of children having fun at the pool. Yeah, I like how it's pretty much a very silent game, but the puppets talk constantly. Helps you know where they are, and it kind of sort of highlights them being a bit more crazy. It's kind of fun. I've seen these before. I don't remember the order though. This was last. We'll have to go check. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, the pure silence rooms are nice. It's not just me. I wonder what's up. The VODs show my quality now. I wonder if they're tuning the site, doing some stupid shit. Yeah, it seems to be common that there's issues right now with Twitch. It's a shame. Hoping to have a nice little chill chit chat with folks, but just gonna finish the game up and probably stop. Damn, that guy's gone, dude. Gone. Gonzo. Hopefully they get it sorted, because man, that sucks. Where was this thing I was looking for? Is it in the other room? There was a list of 4 of those photos in the or paintings. I don't remember.
If you can draw, you can do all sorts of things.
Here there. Let me type these out. I mean, I dropped like 2 seconds of frames. Let's make another save. This is the penthouse, the hotel, man. This is the creator, man. Cardboard, land. Who stays at the penthouse?
If you didn't stop banging on the piano like that, my ears were gonna start bleeding.
Play duet.
No.
Play duet.
I can't read music. Get off me, you...
Oh, jeez. Play.
Okay. Great. Sounds good, buddy. I'm gonna go now, okay?
This guy's based, man. This fucking voice acting is insane, man. It sounds good in this. That it? I'll check the achievements. Gordon helped Arnold, okay. We're going up, dude. With Arnold. Jesus.
Fine. I guess I'll go out and do it myself.
I don't have my stuff. This ends up being the final thing and I don't even have my big gun. That would kind of suck, right? Maybe I should go back to... Guess not. Oh well. I'll live either way, it's not like a crazy hard. So the show got cancelled. All the puppet people and everything else owned by the News Corp. All the messaging about the kinds of media they used to be taking in and shit. Kind of push the whimsical guys. It's pathetic. And we've been helping them the whole time too. We'll see what happens. Maybe there's something I can do. We're gonna make them become popular. pushed right now. That is super dangerous, brother.
Gordon, you don't have to do this.
I don't want you broadcasting, Ricky. You're gonna hurt kids.
Hurt them? Gordon, we want to help them. They need us. You need us.
For what?
For what? Gordon, look at this city. The buildings are dark and the streets are empty. No one knows how to be a friendly neighbor. It's a city of shuttered up hearts, and they need someone to let in the light.
I don't think that's you, Ricky.
You know why I think we got canceled?
Why?
Because people like darkness more than light.
Why would they do that?
Maybe it makes them uncomfy because it shows how messed up they are.
What are you talking about, Ricky?
I'm talking about our show, Gordon. We show them how to be friendly, and they hate that because they're not friendly.
I don't think that's the problem, Ricky.
Really? Are you sure about that, Gordon? Do you really think the city network suits care about anything except their bank account? Do you really think people won't take any excuse to ignore their own issues? Come on, Gordon. We both know. Deep down, you want to be friendly.
Sorry, Ricky.
Gordon?
Yeah, that's some good trash, man.
Oh. Okay. Where are we?
Deep down, he does. Hopefully, we didn't like miss any true ending there or something. Cause I mean, I helped every dude I could see. Friendly to everyone I could see.
The heck?
These are more fucked up. Okay. I'm just saving non-stop, man. Fuck it. Second. No, no, no. You can get more chocolates. I've used a few. They just make you run quickly.
Can't go in there. It's so dark I'll probably trip over a stage light.
Hello? Hello? Gordon?
Ricky, I'm here.
Oh, Gordon, thank goodness.
So, what are they? Bad puppets?
Oh, Gordon, I really hoped you wouldn't find out. It's so embarrassing. But we were all curious.
What do you mean?
We wanted to know what other shows had that we didn't. We'd never been allowed to watch television before, but after we got canceled, no one was around to stop us.
Okay.
So we turned on one of the old sets, expecting to see something amazing. But it wasn't amazing. It was mean. It felt like we were dying, Gordon. We all got a little twisted then, but some of us.
Great. Then how do I get out of here?
Well, there's
Watching
there's
Fox
an
News,
elevator
man.
somewhere. Should be
Brain
at the end of
rotted.
that hall.
It said it's locked down.
Oh, that means you'll have to pull the security release. That's on the other side of their stage.
No, of course it is. If I ever get out of here, I'm gonna make you into a hat, Ricky.
Oh, I believe in you, Gordon. Just do your wham blam fight the puppets thing. Give them the old ABC 1, 2, 3.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Flashlight. Why didn't my man have one of these before, dude? It's the violent media. Unfriendly neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
It's the video games that turn them evil. Could have been watching Bob Ross and Sesame Street and fucking Mr. Rogers. Instead, they're watching fucking KDkill playing. But Jesus. Oh, what's up, Lassie? Thank you. Thank you very much, man. I think I'm fighting the final boss. Oh, it's the timed thing. This guy's juiced. I like the noise, it's funny. Thank you again, Lassie. This is what happens when the friendly Sesame Street people watch TV. They become twisted and violent. Apparently. Guess we should have saved again. Yeah. What happens after they watch just 5 seconds of KDkill? You turn into a psychotic amalgamation of what was once pure and whimsical. Nice little message. Hey, cheats. I love the cheat. What is the last bit of loot?
Gordon, you're alive! I'm so proud!
Good. I'm leaving.
Yes, you should! Job well done, Gordon. Turned off our antenna and survived the unfriendly neighborhood. You're a handyman extraordinaire!
Don't mock me, Ricky.
Mock you? I would never. Oh, before you go, I was wondering if you'd do us a favor?
Oh?
You've been hanging around the studio. You know a little bit about our show.
Spit it out, Ricky.
I was wondering if you'd help run our studio.
What?
See, everything's really old and falling apart. Really beyond our ability to care for. And on the personal side, I think it's obvious that we need a bit of a guiding hand.
Are you kidding?
Gordon, do I look like a sock that would kid?
Ricky, I'm just a maintenance man. I don't know how to run a studio.
Oh, I think you can handle it. It can't be that hard. Besides, look at how much you've helped us just since you got here. I talked to the other puppets. Reviews are dazzling.
What if you end up like them?
I don't think we're the ones you should be worried about, Gordon. Come on. Won't you be our neighbor?
Fine.
Sure.
We'll give it a shot.
Oh, Gordon,
Why
I'm
not?
so glad.
Better than
We
being
will
a
have
fucking
such
maintenance
fun.
man.
I'm not living here, though.
Well, we'll talk about that. Oh, Gordon,
Dude, I
thank
wanna
you.
live up in
Thank
the
you for
penthouse,
being
man.
our friend. I am bursting at the seams. I must go tell the others at once. Tomorrow night, then?
No.
It's decided. Tomorrow night. See you later, Gordon. Arrivederci. Toodaloo. 23 skidoo. Ciao.
23 skid.
O'Brien, what have you done this time? I helped the neighbors get a slot on public access TV. It was late night on weekdays. I don't think anyone watched it. Within a couple of weeks, though, word was starting to get out. Some people loved the show, some people hated it. That caught the network's attention. And by the end of the year, we had 3 channels wanting to sign for a whole season. Of course, after my boss found out I was involved, I got fired. But somehow, I feel a little hopeful about it. It's hard to describe. It's like you've been lost in a tunnel until suddenly a voice calls your name. And you turn around and you see the rising sun. And it's so bright, maybe it hurts a little to look at. But you don't care. Because it's leading you home.
What he's trying to say is Sesame Street might seem cringe at first, but then it's actually pretty based. And it'll make you a better person. My camera's frozen. Live KD fucking reaction, dude. Sick.
I think I ended early. Can we go back to the beginning?
Probably. I saved too much. It's over. Oh no, I like that ending. I'm sure it's online though. People want to catch the other one. I wonder if there's like a funny, like, they go apeshit. It's probably more just like a sad, like, you know, the world sucks. Okay to have nice messaging, but there wasn't any kind of thing. New menu: cheats, mode, speedrun mode, free cam mode, neighborhood, infinite ammo, tiny Gordon, veteran, long arms, triple enemies, fast weapons, joyless triangles, chipmunk voices, slow move, maker, Jesus. Game's based. Cheats. Now there's some cheats missing, man. Didn't get them all. Some of these might be like ARG shit. Okay, so when people were talking online about free cam and long arms and stuff, that was not like mods. You can just get that in game, which is really cool. Neighborhood? Neighborhood's supposed to be DLC. Clear. Yeah. Oh yeah, this game file's been finished. You can't go back. Yeah, another whole run. Actually curious what the cheats look like. And then we'll talk about the game. I'm talking about right now. Overall, I really liked it. I thought it was good. Really solid, kind of classic survival horror thing. It's not a very hard game. You don't have to think. The true embodiment of horror, dev difficulty. I wouldn't say it's like a difficult, if you're looking for like an old difficult survival horror thing, I don't think this is that. I mean, you die in like 3 or 4 hits, but it's not too hard to avoid it. But I don't think that's a problem. I think it's fun for it. I think because you can avoid guys and think about that and kind of plan a little bit with like the tape and, you know, having, you know, using the right weapon at the right time and all that kind of stuff. It is more than cool enough.
Okay, last job of the day. What's this one about?
Oh, I clicked out. You just activate Tiny Gordon.
Santana.
Jesus Christ, dude.
The last job of the
Interesting,
day is
there's a
always the
puppet
worst.
amount. Just leave.
I'm not leaving yet. Oh, I'm not eating that. That's been there for days.
Maybe you can leave at some point. Anyways. Yeah, but I thought it was a really cool game. Like, you know, it has like all the little fixins of like a survival horror thing. You know, the being able to handle enemies, find shortcuts, route your way through areas, and avoid fights. You know, not just always fight them. You know, there's different like difficulties of enemies that'll have like different amounts of ammo you might need to take. Really, it's just the taxi guy, and then they have the big guys who like fuck around in every area. And I really like that there was ways to get those guys removed from the game by helping them, right? Like giving them their glasses, or you know, playing the piano with them, or showing them a depressing movie and then having a little talk with them. I thought that was a cute way of doing it. You know, and that's rewards exploration, which I think was the big thing in this. Is it is a where it really shines is the charm, the exploration, all that kind of stuff. A lot of different locations for a game that's like 6 hours long, but all kind of woven together in a really cohesive thing about being like essentially like a Sesame Street. You know, they have little themes and messages about stuff. It feels like it's polished and thought out and all that. It's not just some shovelware, you know, mascot clone. This feels so far removed from like your typical mascot shovelware shit. This is, I would hardly say this is going for mascot horror. It feels like it's just like its own little Sesame Street thing. Right? It's not like Freddy's Fazbear or some shit like that. So, but yeah, a lot of different areas that all look really nice, that are fun to explore. A mix of open environments, hallways, you know, dark sewers to, you know, hedge mazes to sets of TV shows and hotels, and the goofy cardboard penthouse is just kind of there for fun. And yeah, and you know, it's all diegetic. There's like a little music, but it's mostly just diegetic audio. All the different like speeches and stuff, the fucking different puppets will shout out. There's a lot of them. You only really rehear a little bit, and they're funny to kind of just listen to. It's not like shitty dialogue that's trying too hard to be edgy or trying too hard to be Quirk Chungus. They're kind of just like, because they're so well voice acted and the concept is so cute that like it's funny to hear. It also has a spatial audio level to it, right? Like, you know where they are because they're constantly yapping. It's cool for gameplay. They're charming, right? They're just trying to hug you or whatever. You know, I'll introduce a few different guys, and there is like a boss fight halfway in and stuff. It's just cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's just fun running around. They got the RE4 inventory, which is cool. It's fun kind of fooling around with it, and you know, they even have like a backup chest for you just so you can grab everything. I think taking the RE2 style where it shows you if a room's complete or not is always fun for Just exploration, because you don't really need much ammo in this. I mean, I had 2 full chests pretty much of shit, and I didn't even tap into only half of my minigun. So it's like, you're fine on the hardest default difficulty. But yeah, it's a cool time for sure. But it's fun, even though you don't need all that, to just like know that you're making the right plays. Kind of like some old survival horrors. Like even if you're doing good, it's like seeing the chest fill up, knocking out all the rooms. Just the fun of like using your key items on stuff, pulling around is kind of where it is. So I would definitely recommend this to anybody who likes the gameplay style of like old survival horror. Especially if you like just the running around and exploring part. You know, the combat is there, but you know, it's not like the main appeal. But I think it's fine. Right? You can't really pinpoint shoot, even though it's first person, and that's another thing too, is that it's all first person. It's a really interesting genre to kind of go at with this. You know, you even have the segue doors that you go in, so that you can run from a guy and then cut off the aggro by going through the door. And you know, they don't have to do that. The level's still like loaded from like pretty much every door. Like you think of the first big level of the stage, and it's like, I mean, wherever you are, like everything's pretty much there. So I mean, there might be like special things that happen when you go through a door, but it feels more like kind of to be kind of like the old games, and the strategy that comes with like loading screen kind of cuts and stuff. Thought about a bit more purposefully. I mean, I'm sure it helps with loading too, but that was really cool. Yeah, it was really a nice looking game. I think if you watch just like clips of it online real quick, you don't really get the vibe on it. Feels like it might be some kind of cheapo shit, but it's actually kind of cool art design, and I think all the studio and the puppet stuff comes together really well, and you know, like I said, the sound and everything. Whew, I'm yawning so much. But yeah, it's just real solid. Cause I mean, there's like little secrets and stuff beyond just full completion. Some of it's like ARG shit, but that's okay. It's fun just to run through. Yeah. So if you like Resident Evil, and you don't care how much it actually is spooky, and you know, you don't need it to be like ultra challenging or something. Although there's more difficulties. There's 2 more past what I did, so maybe it does get crazy where you can't fuck up at all. Or maybe they fuck with enemy speeds, or fuck with, who knows? I don't know. That's another thing too, is there's a lot of features, right? All the cheats, speedrun modes, free cam shit, all that kind of goofy stuff. Oh yeah, we can free cam it. Stuff like I think the candy, I feel like, is almost there just to have interesting replays, right? Because I mean, it's nice to have the candy to be able to like run past guys, probably, right? But I feel like that's almost more like a strategy, like either speed thing, or
Okay.
if not a speed
Last
thing,
job
you
of the
know,
day. What's this one about?
or higher difficulty type of deal. I mean, I barely used them. How does free cam work?
Disable the antenna.
Yeah, apparently since free
Last
cam's
job of
built
the day
in,
is
there's
always
just
the
like free
worst.
cam things you could just find that said online. That's a cool thing to kind of just have built in. Game just being okay to, for hey, kind of just let you see the inner workings. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any big problems with it. I mean, like I said, there's like maybe a style that people might not like or something. I don't know. I think what it's going for, it does really well. So Jesus. Yeah, you know, it's this kind of game, right? Where they would hide something in free mode underneath the fucking world. Be goofy as shit. But yeah, I mean, that's the big thing. It just feels really polished about it, right? You know, down to the animations. You know, it's one of those games where they have a lot of little details and a little fun things, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Just because you can't fit all that in your game doesn't mean it's like bad or something. But in a game that I feel like thrives on the charm, the little details, little things you can tell they're kind of doing for people of different play styles. The nods to old survival horror, like the guy in the bathtub with the water and you have to drain it and shit. Like it's a classic, like, you know, zombies in the bathtub thing, that kind of deal. And, you know, but it's not like an obnoxiously referential or obnoxious about the humor and the voices. I mean, you'd think with a bunch of little mascots like the Saw guy, they'd be like super quirk chungus annoying, but they're totally fine, man. It's that, you know, when you see people or me or something bitching about that kind of stuff, it's like you can kind of point to this. It's like, hey, it's doing that all right, you know, like it can be done more less shitty. So yeah, I don't know what else I want to say on it. Definitely recommend it. It is a fun vibe and an interesting fusion of more modern visuals and first person with an old classic survival horror style and a fun, well polished aesthetic and very soulful comedy kind of thing. So. And you know, it's got a few touching moments here and there, right? I think some of the message maybe gets a little lost. I mean, I get what it is, and you know, part of it's probably, you know, kids and stuff. I don't think it's necessarily 100% like railing against. Just, you know, most media. I mean, you're literally walking around with the gun shooting shit. That'd be kind of goofy to say that's kind of the case, but I think it's more talking about, you know. Actually, can we get into some of these rooms from the back? Oh, you have to actually done. 23 though. Oop. Oh, you can get like every. What do these say? Oh. Hey, it's the dev talking. The Mill Revised platform about a duck. Partial and critical failure. Failing public. That does have to be rough, man. Kind of just getting it all laid out. When I try to talk about these, it's like, you know, we can be pretty critical of these kinds of games, but I don't have anything bad against, like, I don't know the people who make some of these. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, ever look down on the effort put into something. I mean, and, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, as somebody who, you only have so much time and there's so many things coming out, it's raw, but I mean, it's like, you know, people have the right to criticize shit and talk about it and discuss it, and, you know, it can't all be just kind of like oven mitts and stuff. But I think always, you know, respecting the effort put into it, the passion. And I mean, sometimes that's not the case. Some people do suck, you know. There's some people, there's asshole devs, right? There's assholes anything, but always kind of defaulting to like respecting it and that kind of stuff. And I think that's important. I mean, it's easy to, I feel like, kind of think of some games sometimes as things that just kind of come out, or any art, and be degrees removed from like the actual development or the people involved. And I mean, that kind of goes for anything. And in gaming, I mean, especially, it can be kind of this like mystery thing for some people. Like you don't. Sure, there's devlogs and devs will talk about stuff, but you don't have like there's celebrity game people, but the whole process and how so much goes into it that and it's not as transparent, that sometimes it's like it is hard for people to kind of quantify it and all that. So it's like and they have so much access to so many games and so many good ones that well, I think there's certain X factors for certain games, because quality is just kind of a lot of art is kind of just up to the person, not like there's necessarily some objective truth. I was getting to a point. I forgot what it was. I don't know. I imagine something that's pretty rough, but I guess what I'm trying to say also is that I guess it depends on how people word their criticism. Right? I don't think you shouldn't talk about stuff or be critical more like just for like feelings or something. But that's like a line that I guess sometimes, especially like nowadays, can be a little weird for people. It's like kind of criticizing and talking about stuff as like a personal hate. Like that's not really how I see it. But I can see where it's like maybe even somebody who doesn't feel that way might accidentally kind of slip into it because the degrees removed from like the artist and the art and all that kind of shit. It's also just kind of how it is. I mean, just kind of that's the grinder of talking about art in general. And some of it's just like real conversation. Like some people it doesn't click with them in a certain way, and some stuff it does, and some of my favorite shit has horrible stuff in it, and some stuff I like is probably problematic to somebody, or vice versa. There's faceless connects, and I mean some stuff it just depends on how much you played and where you're at in life, and I think thinking about all that and not like being nuclear, especially against like a person for making something is important. I don't know. I'm rambling, man. I just think I guess I think it's just something I think about sometimes with any kind of media. I mean, there's joking around too, right? We'll joke about like Uchikoshi or something, but I played all his games, bought a bunch of his shit. I would never have like a problem with Uchikoshi in reality. We're not like we don't like drama farm him or something, but some people you kind of know the names, you sort of shoot the shit about it. I think it's important if you're really, I mean, I guess it's not that important, but I think it's interesting if you're like really into like medium to kind of, I mean, learn a little bit about it, I guess, or kind of not learn about it. You just really take any of this shit. Because I think it's important to like some people like to really separate the art from the artist. I think that is important because sometimes, there might be a special message or a particular feeling something gives you. And I feel like, creators like David Lynch are kind of like that, where it's like, he won't even explain what he means by anything. It's like, it's supposed to be about like, maybe there's like a particular vibe they're going for, or a feel, or a message, but the interpretation is kind of important. So I don't know, but I think it's also it's like you can. I feel like there's ways to separate your mind on stuff, right? Like I think it's interesting to learn about the process, to learn about the intent, and video games to kind of like I like to play like a vision, you know, like the intended difficulties or stuff like that. But you know, everybody's bringing something else into a game, into something. So it's like I never truly, I can't be that dev at that moment. And even then, it's like a dev creating something is never going to be able to blindly play the game for the first time. So you can never truly even have that experience. It's always going to be different, is kind of what I'm saying. So it's like, I'm not saying it's like a hopeless task, but I think it's one of those things like I think it's interesting to kind of keep in mind and sort of like, for me, gear myself towards, but like never at the cost of like my own fun or interpretation or some kind of gatekeeping or, you know. I'm just rambling. I don't know. I think it's interesting to kind of talk about criticism, but then also like people thinking there's like objective truths to stuff, and or where there is some objectivity. There's just a lot there, and like you know the personal stuff that goes into art versus you know raw perception and shit. I mean, I guess it's just talking about art in general. But let me read the rest of this. Doug platformer. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like when I see like negative reviews or something that are just like I don't know. It's I mean I just don't like them in general, like unformed like opinions, like just really like short form, like kind of whatever. Like you don't have to like fucking write an essay when you're talking about if you don't like somebody. It's like, hey, I wasn't a fan, you know. But like they're kind of like rude, like short, you know, talking like it's already kind of a foregone conclusion thing without really, you know, elaborating or anything. I mean, not everybody's gonna want to like write all that out, but like that would probably be really annoying. That kind of criticism, like just a thumbs down, like a faceless thumbs down, like whatever, you know, or a quick, you know, just like light, just like oh, you know, I didn't really like it much. That's it or something. But yeah, definitely the more like personal negative stuff. I mean, there are games that are like fucked, that, you know, that are like really bad. It's like you might want to have a little bit more bite to it. Right? I'm not saying that sugarcoat everything, but there's those kinds of reviews, I guess. On the flip side, I mean, I don't like overtly jokey negative or positive ones, but I mean, generally people can take positive stuff a little better than like super negative shit. I don't think that's mind fucking people as much. It annoys me to read, but Cool. That's good to hear. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that like, you know, I mean, nobody's a fucking like some kind of monolith that can like. I mean, there's people who care more or less, of course, but like, you know, some kind of monolith that's like can just sit there and, you know, they just make something and, you know, purely for themselves, or even if it is purely for themselves, you know, not have an element of not wanting, you know, other people, social creatures and shit, or we are raised in a world that's very social, right? Kind of, you know, want to be excited for something you were excited and putting so much passion into, and you know, when you're making an experience, right, that's supposed to be played through, and you can't really personally do it yourself the same way like somebody else would. You're making something for people to consume, right? It's like that, you know, the idea that like somebody would just make something completely for themselves and like not care at all if somebody gives a shit. I think almost impossible, right? Like just the nature of the medium isn't that way. I mean, I guess you could make something just so you could play it like a particular way, but that's a different experience. So I'm sure there are some devs that's like, just Jesus Christ. Where just really don't care at all. But I mean, that's a different situation to be in, right? Like, there's monetary stuff. Because I mean, like I said, I mean, of course, people want to, you know, like I mean, like I can handle just being like alone on a stream and not doing anything, but it's like cool to be able to talk to people about stuff when you're putting your heart in like a conversation, or you know, you're really interested in like a game and other people kind of shooting the shit about it, and also sharing in that kind of passion is that's a cool thing, you know. That's like even, you know, let's say you don't care at all, but I think there's always a little bit there, and for some more than there isn't for sure. Good bit. Well, that worked out. It's a good game. Great game. So it's awesome. The goofy shit, man. True horror. Yeah, there's a lot of rambling, but I guess this topics, I think are interesting. Not that I'm the arbiter of what's acceptable behavior or for people fucking criticizing shit, or you know, how much the dev should care about public opinion or something. I think it's completely I'm super sympathetic to it. But you know, I also think there's kind of, yeah, that's the thing though, is like, I mean, the dev never really says like, you know, people don't have a right to be like critical or anything. I mean, I'm sure there's some people who are totally shit assholes. But always gonna be somebody who doesn't like something, so that style of like not being able to take criticism, I've seen that before, and I feel like at those times, you know, those are the kinds of games or something, or people who, I say, crash out, you know. But I also think there is criticism, like, kind of depends on the audience too, right? Like, you know, if you're somebody like only plays Fortnite, who only wants to play Fortnite, is gonna criticize, you know, a game on isn't, you know, is the polar opposite of Fortnite. It's like it's probably not. It's, you know, it's fine to have that criticism from that perspective, but it's probably not criticism worth too much. Anyways, not that I'm like chastising. I'm trying to say any of this is wrong. I'm just different situations for different kinds of criticism, and all that. That's all I mean. I'm not trying to say the dev. I'm not pointing at the
I'm
dev
not leaving
at
yet.
all.
I just
On
got
that,
here.
I'm talking about. I got nothing but respect for the dev in the game because it's good. It's cool to see them kind of stick to it and put out something that everybody likes, improved, and that they can get some validation from. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I had a clear cut point there. It's one of those things where there's like a lot of like feeling in it, but there's also a lot of like stuff that's kind of hard to point to. Very your philosophical takes on like criticism and stuff like that that are I don't even think I've like fully hammered out myself, but I don't think anybody ever has. Oh yeah, let's go see what this billboard is. It's interesting seeing these kinds of environments out of bounds, right? Like it's completely made for one perspective. I've seen some games that will like try to like layer stuff even that you wouldn't see. I think that's interesting to do. Like this building seems like it's just like psychotically big, but then you know, compared to these, it's actually kind of small. But yeah, I think people are talking about like the Lord of the Rings movies, right? They'll put details into stuff you don't even see just for a feeling of authenticity, maybe in the acting or something, but or somebody's like passion for creating those objects or something, right? Because there's so many different artists there. Not that I'm saying that like the city not being detailed on the outside is bad. I think it looks really great from that perspective. I just think it's interesting where you not how you can make it feel so immersive with, you know. It's all smoke. I mean, gaming and everything is smoke and mirrors, right? I mean, no. Like, it's just kind of interesting seeing it in such a stark way, right? Like, you feel like you're in, like, a city or something there. You know it's probably not model. You know there's nothing out there, but the disbelief and how effective some of that is. Funny. Eternal 2000 freezing buffer that won't go without a refresh. I finish it's not good. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to playing that. It sounds kind of like a so bad it's good type of deal. I really wanted something solid from Nakazawa, but at least something interesting that's kind of fucked will be good. Instead of like some work for hire nonsense like with Iwahime, with Ryukishi. I wouldn't say work for hire is a necessarily bad thing. Because I mean, Silent Hill F work for hire, and I thought the writing in that, if you go through all the endings, pretty solid. There's a very workman feel to the Iwahime. Yeah, so overall, game good. I think there's a lot of heart in it. Soul game. I mean, that's the case for plenty of games, right? But it's one of those like where the charm is like a big part of the appeal, and it's like on its sleeve, and you can see like little dev moments in places, and since it's trying to just be kind of fun and like I said, charming, all that really comes together really well there. It becomes like a big part of the experience instead of just like a little Easter egg here and there. And very cool. Yeah, man, this building when you're close feels like it's the biggest building in town, man. That's interesting. It's like the smallest. Let me load back in. Perspective, man. Maybe not the biggest building, but it feels much bigger.
Okay, last job of the day. What's this one about?
Oh, it takes a minute to do this.
Disable the antenna.
I guess it's technically not
Last
that
job
big
of
of a
the day is
building when you
always the
compare it to the
worst.
background. But because it's so fancy and you're like right here. I mean, if it was much bigger than this, it would not fit very well into this frame either. Into like a quick look. You can see most of this location in like one, you know. Well, I mean, my FOV is like 80 something, but it has like a 60 by default kind of shit. Yeah, a lot of options and stuff too. Clean menus. That's a weird thing to say, but I mean, I've seen some of these, these smaller. Yeah, in some games it's bad. All good. Good for them. Enjoy. Enjoyed it. Definitely recommend it. Play it. I don't know. I don't want to. I guess I don't want to go back through everything. I usually kind of like end it on something and then about the game, and then but we got sort of sidetracked. I feel like I should go back over it again. But next will be Ludo probably, and then more Resident Evil Outbreak 2. I've already recommended this one to people in Discord. I need to kind of do that more. Maybe I should just put out stuff I recommend or just say little things on, I don't know, Blue Sky. So I don't use this very much at all. But, because I, kind of how I think about it when I was putting like recommendations in Discord, is like I should do that more, just not to like jack myself off, but more to like, I like when people recommend stuff that I end up finding to be really good. You know, we played a lot of stuff this week that's that way. You know, good games, good for the recognition, good for the devs, good for people who are passionate about games and stuff. I mean, I recommend stuff all the time, but like putting like more effort into it outside just kind of streaming it and talking about it and having it come up naturally in conversations. I mean, it goes on like YouTube. That's assuming my YouTube has traction. I don't do anything to give it traction. It's just a VOD list, right? Like if you're wanting like quality put together, you know, somebody spent like a week writing a review type of thing. That's just not what I do. I watch that kind of stuff, but I also like to just watch VODs and streams. Kind of like the off the cuff. The feel right after you finished, man. But sometimes, I mean, to get the right feel, it takes a little bit too. Because you could have like a really shitty ending, but like the journey's good. And kind of getting yourself in the right frame of mind to think about that something. But yeah, anyways, this one's on Game Pass. If you guys wanted to play it and you have PC Game Pass, Game Pass getting more and more expensive, which is not good. But PC Game Pass is still pretty affordable and well worth it if you play a lot of games. Alright guys, yeah, so Ludo Outbreak 2 tomorrow. If I don't get Ludo tomorrow, that won't be till Monday then. And I've got kind of little things going on, sadly, at the beginning of a lot of days. I guess not sadly. I've got like doctor's appointments and shit. But we'll still have a lot of streams every day, hopefully. This weekend will be plenty. So if Ludo doesn't come in the mail, maybe I'll do Labyrinth of the Demon King. Maybe like Night Loops. Maybe Decarnation. Maybe Point and Click. I've been watching a lot of Sierra history stuff and learning about some of the games they made and all that. So I was like, I kind of play Point and Click. So maybe we'll do that. If I'm feeling Navian, we'll start Otogarisu up. We'll be delaying Look Outside till probably next month. Because they said on Halloween they'd probably put out a big 2.0. Yeah, and a bunch of others. I got so much stuff I could do. Honestly, this horror month might just be me dipping into just random ass stuff.